Underground dialogue, we gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are. Do we bow? No. Not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. Underground dialogue, we gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are. Do we bow? No. Not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. From the industry to the Oval Office, we expose the darkest motives of them all and disclose what the protocol is. Thinking and moving logical, stopping every maneuver possible, and apologizing for truth is not optional. We gon' help you with what you go through, reshape and mold you, and sweep over them weak lies they told you. If you living with no clue, we gon' deprogram the old you, and you get to keep your soul too.
Man, this is Big Brother Kyleon.
Boy, Keith Stove.
Y'all are tuned in again to the Underground Dialogue podcast, where the man speaks for us already. And once again, we got another legend sitting in the legend seat, man.
What is it? Is it dead end night?
Hey, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, the dead end boy.
What side of town you from? You know, you're a minority in
I'm over here in Mo City on this side.
Oh, man, but look, this brother here, he is a Southpaw dead end legend, man. He is one of the most respected rappers in the game, respected by some of the greatest in the game, man. He's a wordplay and punchline specialist, and I always have loved to listen to this man rap, whether it be on the record or whether it be on Instagram or wherever he's getting down. You can tell he puts all his heart and passion into his craft, and he's still doing it, man, at a high level. I'm honored to have my brother Killa Kyleon is in the building, man. What's going on?
Man? What's going on, OG, man? It's a pleasure to be here. And, you know, I give you your flowers all the time, you know, no matter where we are.
Yes.
But it's an honor to really be sitting here being, you know, getting my flowers from one of my peers, man. That means a lot, because my reason for rapping, it was never really about the money. Because I know if you do anything good, you're going to get paid for it. Yeah. But I always did it to be able to be in the room with people that I looked up to hear them tell me, boy, you one of them ones. Yeah. I lived for that.
Yeah. I always said if we was able to give a K Reno award, like we had an award called the K Reno Award, Super High Lyricist Award, you'd be the first one to get it.
And I appreciate that.
Be the first one to get it.
I appreciate that for sure.
Man, let's get right into it, man. This is about you. What started your journey, man? When did you first get bit by the bug and say, this rap thing, I got to do it. I got to do it.
It got to be my first time ever looking at Rap City with Chris Thomas and looking at TV raps with Ed Lover and Dre. You know what I mean? Once I seen that, I knew that's what I wanted to do, because I've been an all-around student and an addict of hip-hop my entire life. You know what I mean? I spray painted, I did tag, and I do art as well. You know, just like you, I hoop. Yeah. And it was either rapping or hooping.
Right. No doubt about it, man. That's amazing, man. So what year was that when you first picked that thing up? Because I know
it got to be 88.
88?
And when did you get the car? Where you just had to get in that car and get to going?
So I work out, you know what I mean? That's my thing. Fitness is real big, health is real big with me. So I feel like if you're going to exercise the body, you got to exercise the mind too. Yeah. And so like when I started in that car, that's just like on my route to the gym. That was my lyrical exercise. That's the gym, because I always wrote my raps in two places, one in the car and one in the mirror. I write in the mirror because I ain't in competition with nothing but myself. I'm trying to be a better me. Yeah. And when I get in the car, that's where 90% of the music is absorbed, is in the vehicle. So when I get in there, I lyrical exercise. I hear beats, and it be so hard for me to process everything, because I process so much up here, I barely write. Yeah. So when I do write, I'm in the car and just, oh shit, let me put this in the notes. Yeah. Oh, let me do this and let me think of this when I think of certain lines, but I just be having a conversation with it. Yeah. You know, but I always knew just from the jump, this is what I wanted to do.
How did you establish your identity? Or if you could even tell us, what is your identity? What type of rapper? You know, we don't like to get put in boxes, but what type of rapper would you? Because I view you a lot of times as like you're a pure lyricist, but you also are like a reality based, because you can go straight lyrical assassin, but you will speak on some subjects that like it still had a lyricism infused in it. So what's your identity, if not to use the word label, but if you could just label yourself?
Definitely. I want to be in the ranks of a you. I want to be in the ranks of a Brad. I wanted to be in the ranks of a Nas, of a Big Daddy Kane. Like, I grew up on substance. You just didn't. You couldn't just rap hard. You know, you got to be able to make that rap an actual song.
Come on,
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I always wanted to be able to do this in song format, but when a microphone get on, I'm a microphone fiend, like Rakim always said. Like, I wanted to be heard no matter where I was at, and it's crazy because I'm sure we gonna get into it in the story. Like, it's just my whole. I could write a book on how this shit really went for me, because it's crazy, because I grew up on both ends of the city around everybody that's the man.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was so many things that I looked and I took from, and I was like, I don't like how that sounds.
Yeah.
But I always overly critiqued, and I always sharpen my sword, because when a microphone come on, I want to be already ready. When the camera on, I want to be ready. I got something to prove at all times. But if I can put myself in a category, it'll be those categories. Like, I feel like lyricism is real important, because it gives you a wide range to do things, but I wanted to be that unicorn. I wanted to be good at every part of rap. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, your voice has a command. You got a commanding presence to your voice. Like, when you come in, it's like you can be doing this here, like, who was that? You know, just instantly, if somebody never even heard you before, that commanding presence that your voice got. But I think what enhances that is the fact that you do have this depth to your lyricism. You do have these layers to the way you write, and because the voice could be dope and all that, you got a lot of people that sound good on impact, but when you start to break down, it's like, he really ain't saying that. But you have both, like the commanding voice, and then when you listen, like, oh, that boy saying some things, like, so like, just to hear you say you listen to the Rakims and the Big Daddy Kanes, you know, that helped to nurture you. What started you on the, I guess we say, the industry path, you know, because we all go through that training ground of just rapping in the streets, rapping in the hood. Then we say, I think I'm good enough to make these records now. When did that pop off, and when did you know you were ready to do that side?
I mean, pretty much, I want to say in the early, like the late 90s, the 98s to the 99s to the 2000s.
Yeah. So you've been in the field 10 years before you jumped in.
Yeah, I've been in there a little longer than that.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, I knew then exactly what I wanted to do, because it's just, it was inevitable. Once I got to the point where I said I wanted to be in, because I wanted to be a staple for the city. Like, when they talk about all these guys, because they really wasn't talking about the South for a long time.
Come on, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like me seeing the East Coast and the Mecca where everything came from. I was heavily inspired with that.
Right.
So when I heard people that get down, like when I heard y'all, when I heard the Coalition, Killa Kyleon, when I heard Slaughter, when I heard Face, the Ghetto Boys, I knew right then and there. I say, well, I always pattern myself. I don't want to sound like nobody but me.
Yeah.
So what I would do is I would create cadences in my brain of how I want to rap, and I wanted to rap like how I dress. I might put a suit on. I might put on street clothes. I might get militant. I wanted to have a different identity on every song, because I didn't want to be one-dimensional never.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I would take a lot of everything that I see, and I'd just be prepared. But I just knew once I was prepared and once my sword was sharpened, I wanted to take it to the next level. And there was a lot of things that halted me from going to the level. You know, I done been right there at the peak of it. And it's like, now I'm me looking at you, me looking at the Killer Mikes. It ain't never over. Ain't no age bracket on this. And I hate that they trying to marginalize it with an age bracket now, because it's no age on this shit. It's like rock and roll. Look at Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
80.
Come on.
I look at you like how we look at K and like how we look at Face. They last two albums were their best albums. I think your last album was your best album. When I go through it, it's two R.I.P. songs that ever put chills on me. I think it was the R. Kelly one, the I Wish, and it was the R.I.P. Nug.
Yeah, it's N.O.G. That was like my dad. It's like that's my dad's little brother. That's who raised me. South Park legend, Lil No. You know, so the N.O.G. is his name is Novio Gwyn. Okay. So it's N.O.G. And it's like that's one song that I hate I had to write.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I cry because I can't even listen to it.
Yeah. Man, I'm trying to tell you.
You know what I mean? Because it was like I had to make a song to my daddy.
Yeah.
Like the man that showed me everything. Yeah. And to even hear you say that, every time I approach a rap, I want it to be impactful like that. Yeah. I want it to always be the standout. Yeah. You know what I mean? So when Reno was saying like my voice and everything, I trained my voice to be a certain way. I trained every which aspect. I looked at the do's and don'ts, but that song in particular, that's like one of the songs I hate I had to ever write.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny that you said that was for your dad. I thought it was for your partner, but it touched me
because
because
my dad, a little brother, but I consider him. My dad was there.
Yeah.
But that's who showed me everything.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was really my daddy through it all. He was the one that was my biggest fan.
Uncle Daddy, yeah.
100%. And he showed me everything, told me everything about being a man, being a family man, being a real nigga, period, being a hustler, being outside, what to look for, how to carry myself. Yeah. You know, he taught me all of that. Yeah. And you know, when I lost him, it just is, it's like, damn, everything I do now.
My soul out my body. Now I can't feel shit.
Yeah.
You said there was some things that you said that halted you from I guess you said busting through. What you want to elaborate on that?
It was pretty much, you know, I try not to really make excuses for a lot of things, but boy, I got hated on heavily. Yeah. I had so many situations where people felt like if they didn't benefit from it, they wasn't gonna allow me to go through these certain doors. But I've been at every certain door that a man can even think about at the height of his career, wanting to be at those doors and seeing people insecurities not allow me to walk through them doors. Yeah. When I was told to be on paperwork with people were sending people cease and desist. I talk about it for the first time on Venting on Mike Jordan, on my song Venting, when I really talk about it, but don't talk about it because I don't play the bang game. Because one monkey don't stop no show. At the end of the day, as long as I got air in my lungs, I'm gonna keep shooting for this spot.
Right. Now that's what you talking about, like at the radio station when you was flowing and you had shout out Trey.
Yeah, that stopped my radio thing. You know what I mean? But you know, that's still my partner. Whatever they had at the height of my career, to where everything started going when the wheels was on the ground and the boots was on the ground. You know, I just wanted to pay respect to everybody that I feel like played a part in my career. Yeah. And it was a proud moment. And I said on there, you know, I hope this don't hurt me. You know what I mean? But I don't know what's going on. And I shouldn't. And what I hate the most is nobody told me, hey, when you get on air, don't say this. And if they would have did that, I wouldn't have never said it, but I still would have felt fraud that I wasn't able to say it because it wasn't my situation. I just shouted out the whole city, and I felt like that was one of my close partners that I wanted to even speak on. I didn't know it was gonna hurt me for doing it because I didn't know the severity of it.
Well, the thing, it shouldn't have, but it's because of the powers that was in control of the situation. They can't be upset with you because you have a relationship with somebody that they got a problem with. Exactly. And that's always been something that bothers me. I'm like, okay, man, they was doing that a lot around that time. And we get started on my history with 97.9 and all them cats. We'll be here all day. But you can't get into a situation where you try to monitor and police everybody's mouth the relationship because you got a problem with somebody like that. So I mean, that you know, I felt what you said. You said you'd felt like you might not even know if they would told you in advance. Part of you might have still said, I might do it or you might not. But
it wasn't gonna be no question. I had to do what I had to do, just being a real one. But it ended up working itself out. You know what I mean? They still got love for me, and it made me just turn up a little bit more for my passion to keep going. That it all worked, because what a lot of people don't understand is you can be radio, but you can also, I always looked at the aspect As long as I got the streets and the underground and everything else, I don't even need that. Because the internet made it for me to have traction because I could reach people further than just there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it worked itself out. I'm back on the radio and all that, but you know, the internet and technology that made it now where, you know,
the playing field is
these stations and doing podcasts and just doing different interviews, it give it more of a wide range the way it made so many different entities in music obsolete.
Exactly.
Because technology made everything accessible. When we got our own media on the underground stream that really does more for you than radio. You got to minimize your reach. Now you international. When you push enter, you everywhere.
You ain't gotta compromise your beliefs.
And the talent gonna get you places where certain things can't get you.
Come on.
All you gotta do is keep shooting your shot. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like Kobe said, you miss 90% of the shots you don't take.
Come on, without a doubt, man. And you know, and the thing like the social media side that you was talking about, when Killa Kyleon drops a verse, when he spits on his Instagram, instantly it's thousands of views looking on that. So that's a validation to show how great you are, because it's like people posting raps all the time, they're not getting those kind of numbers. So I think that, and not just the average fan, we don't play big eyes and little U's, but you are respected by some of the top names in the game and just top known. I've heard Shaq shot you out on TNT.
That's one of my real close. That's one of my real close friends.
Yeah.
And the fact that that my rapping got me in those rooms is really why I did this. You know what I mean? That's my whole thing about being able to rap. To where I hear people that I look that I feel like they gods to me to tell me that, and it's like can't nobody else tell me shit. You know what I mean?
I remember one time I was watching that legendary battle with Dipset and the Locks.
Versus.
Yeah.
Versus.
And then I happened just to scroll down. I said, "What do you know? This goddamn Killer right there next with Fab." And then afterwards, you was with Jada. And then when I seen y'all two together, I started to think. I said, I remember Jada. I can't really never think of a bad Jada verse. And then when I thought about it, I said, you know what? I can't really think of a bad Killer verse. I can't think of a bad Killer verse.
That's two of my favorite rappers on earth. They actually my dogs. And it's crazy to even be able to even be amongst them and get the love that I get, because they was the reason I was there. They asked me to come. And I couldn't miss that to witness that. I was able to witness that. Like New York, besides home, is my second favorite place on earth. Because it's just when I'm now, it's just the essence and the vibe of hip hop just flow through me, because it's just like this way it started. And I wouldn't want to live no other place but Houston in life. And I done been everywhere. It ain't no place like home. Like I'm talking about there ain't no place like home. Like the Wizard of Oz, I'm trying to tell you.
People know though, man, like I said, when they hear you, it don't matter, like you said, be among the gods, you a god yourself. You know, so you establish your godhood, and now all the other gods are like, hey, this dude right here. You know, so that's why a lot of times what you was talking about earlier about people's insecurities, that stood out to me, because you coming in authentic, like, hey, I'm just glad to be here with y'all guys, but y'all are seeming to have a cloud of insecurity, like threatened by my presence.
But they fooled to me too. I'm a wolf.
Exactly.
I'm a wolf. I don't wanna. It's something you said to me. Damn near every time I give your flowers, and it took my chick to even just be telling me like, baby, it's cool to give your flowers, but you give your flowers so much, you don't even be grabbing yours when they hand them to you. And she say, what you gotta start doing, accept your flowers and stop giving. You ain't gotta, once you done gave them, start accepting your flowers. She say, you don't even be knowing, you so humble to the point, you don't even know how to take your flowers when they give them to you. It's like, she say like, you get your flowers and you give them back.
Right.
That's what a woman
Wisdom.
Wisdom. She say, sometime, man, when they give you your flowers, she say, man, you don't stop addressing everybody like you up under. You equal now.
Yeah.
She say you the big homie now. You ain't gotta unk nobody. You unk now.
Yeah. That's
Come
a good
on,
one.
man. Come on, man.
Yeah, but she be around and she see that and she tell me that like, nigga, you him.
Yeah.
She say you be knowing you him.
Yeah.
She say, but when you get around your niggas and people you look up to, she say you ain't gotta do that. You one of them now. You in the room for a reason.
Yeah.
For real.
And I say, but still in the back of my mind, I be in awe.
Yeah.
Because I go back to that time when I'm just rapping and writing in my room and recording all my VHSs. I still got all this shit.
Yeah.
When I was recording Rap City and I get to be around these dudes and I'm around them and they accept me as an equal.
Yeah.
That's some amazing shit.
Yeah.
You in the room with Jordan and Jordan looking like you be busting my ass.
Right.
Pause, but you be
Right.
bro, you one of me.
Yeah.
And you know that analogy I was just going at. It's like a cat coming to the NBA and he finally getting to see all the guys he watched growing up.
Yeah.
But a good coach have to tell you, say, man, get your jaw off the ground because you got to guard that dude. We trying to beat him tonight.
You know, I always compare rap to hooping.
Yeah.
Because
me too.
I compared it to that so much because you gotta be able to be a killer. I wanted to be a killer.
Right.
I ain't want to be nothing but a killer. When the clock on, your ass is grass.
Come on, man.
If I come before you, pause, or after you, pause.
Pressure.
I know what I'm finna do.
Yeah.
I ain't never, when the mic on, you fooled. I don't give a damn who on the song.
Yeah.
Right.
I approach every record like it's mine.
It is.
And it's like when the beat on, I don't give a damn. I'm like Saran Wrap. I'm on whatever. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn who in front of that motherfucker. I feel like I'm him.
can tell, man. Leave it alone.
I feel like I'm him. And it ain't nothing nobody can't tell me. We can shake hands after the game, but I'm on your ass. I'm like Mike. When I it's like when I watch The Last Dance, I be watching this shit over and over and over, and don't nobody understand. And I be like, bro, I done felt like that all my life. I'm a dead end nigga. I grew up on the north. I didn't even know how to write a rap. I only knew how to process shit here. So when I was around and I'm watching and I'm listening to certain shit, I'm like, that nigga can't really rap. That nigga ain't really nice to me. Like that. And when I see a nigga hoop, but then when I see this, so 9th grade, I'm gonna give it to you like this. This when I first learned how to write A16. That's when they fucked up everything. So I'm gonna give you a little rundown of how I even got it. Everything I used to do, me being in Dead End, Fat Pat Hawk, and damn near entire screwed up clique was at my grandmother's house every day. Every single day I seen these niggas. Every day. I was literally at school. Screw had my drawings over his turntables. When he was finna change over the CDs and start wanting me to draw covers. I didn't think none of them niggas could rap. I ain't gonna even bullshit you. Them niggas wasn't that nice to me. But what was so live is that them niggas made themselves become rappers for the love of it. And it was so live. Hearing all y'all niggas on school, because you niggas SPC between you, Klondike, and Point Blank and everybody. And one nigga, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Gangsta nigga.
Psych.
Who
Pharaoh.
is that talking about that?
Man, we gotta do it now.
We gotta do it now.
Let us finish.
These niggas was monsters to me. Lyrically, 3-2, a motherfucking monster. To where I was around all this shit. And it was inevitable that this is what I was gonna do. When I went to the North, every nigga that was the nigga there, my mama on Weaver Road. Lavender ain't nothing but 3 blocks. That's what street military was every day. Them niggas was right there. I was around Kenny Boo in Trinity Garden every day. Slaughter is one of my brother's best friends. Pat, Hawk, all these niggas was my brother's closest niggas. I'm around these niggas. So it's like I'm around them, everything going on, but I'm not knowing what's going on. E-Rock from Fifth Ward Boy is one of my favorite fucking rappers. So I'm in 9th grade. One of the Fifth Ward juvenile, Frank Nitty, was my best friend in high school.
Okay.
So when the nigga was telling me like, yeah, nigga, I'm signed to rap a lot. I know he said we be in class and I'm rapping and my whole everything, I was like a fucking extraterrestrial on the north because I'm listening to Screw tapes and niggas like, the fuck is you listening to? From middle school on up to high school. And my late nights, I'd be there in Screw House when it wasn't no rappers. It was just street niggas at first. And so when I get to class, nigga like, nigga, you rap? I'm like, hell yeah. So them niggas hearing me rap, we be at lunch, I be going fucking retarded. And the nigga like, nigga, you know how to write that shit? I say, nah, all this shit be right here. That nigga set me down, nigga, in class and taught me how to write at 16. Nigga, it was over with for now. It was over for niggas. And I know how to format it. I know how to make different hooks, a 4-bar hook to an 8-bar hook, a 16-bar song, and me going the fuck off. It was over with from now. That's who taught me how to write a rap. And so once I got it down packed, the nigga say, so nigga, this what you want to do? I say, yeah, nigga, this really what I want to do. The nigga say, I'm finna put you on something. Nigga say, I used to talk about E-Rock all the time. This nigga take me, so this how crazy it is. So Do It shop right on Lowndes.
No doubt.
My great grandmother's house is on Lowndes and Farmer. My grandmother's mom. Her house, this Do It shop, my house right here behind it. It's 2 minutes in walking distance. So he say, well, meet me at Do It shop at this here time. So I go to my in-house park, walk over there to Do It shop. E-Rock standing outside. He say, so nigga, you want to rap? I say, yeah, nigga, I want to rap. My adrenaline going so fucking crazy at this point. It's like, nigga, this E-Rock. I ain't fanned out, so I'm going to just be a real stump down nigga. I open the door at Do It shop. Chief, J. Prince.
They all up in there.
Do It.
Man.
Goddamn. Everybody sitting in this bitch, just sitting down.
What a time to show up.
That nigga say, nigga E-Rock say, shit, rap. I say, he say, nigga, rap. Man, I go the fuck off and get stuck. I get nervous than a bitch. And they like, nigga, you got something, but you nervous than a motherfucker. When you get it together, come back and fuck with me. From that day forward, I say it's over with for niggas. If I went in there and rapped amongst them niggas,
and got that stamp. And got a stamp.
But I got scared.
No, but they still
and I said, you want to know something? After that day, I'll never be scared ever again. It'll never be that, never again.
But you know what? That's good because you started on the top shelf. You walk in there and then Jay and Chief and them sitting in there.
They end up sitting
even if you got stuck. I don't know how many bars you got through before you got stuck.
I got through a verse.
Oh, well, you good. Because when a verse, it don't take people long to know.
If you got
you can spit 4 bars, I'ma know. So the point is, to your point, okay, well, I ain't scared no more because I done sat among the giants and got a stamp. So
that's all it took.
It's only downhill from there.
Then it just took from, I didn't have no name, so my tag name was KR Feeling. That's what they'll be calling me.
KR Feeling?
KR Feeling, that's my graffiti name. So that's what they be calling me. Be calling me Kyle. So the first actual album that I ever was on was my partner's Beat On them out of the North Side, Kyle. You know, my partner Beat On them. My partner Big Nuka, you know, free my nigga Nuka. Them the first niggas that ever put me in an actual studio setting. So my partner Beat On them, it was damn man, that's crazy that I forget the shit because my mind just going 1,000 miles an hour. But him and Nuki put me in the studio first. And so right after that, everybody in the hood started finding out that I could rap. So one of the first niggas that knew I could rap was Hawk. So a lot of niggas don't know my uncle is Run G over Dead End Ruckus. So that's my uncle. So Hawk started telling the nigga, man, y'all tripping, Kyle can rap his motherfucking ass off. So my first actual known album that I was on was Hawk shit.
First one?
Yeah, I was on Hawk album. Then that's when Pokey took a liking. It was like, that nigga Kyle be going fucking stupid. And so Poke brought me in and I became a part of Mob Style.
Yeah.
So
When you first had a monster, how many people was in there?
Me, Chris Roy, Reek, Combs, and D1. We couldn't be fucked with.
Yeah, you
man.
right. That's a squad. That's a line.
Yeah.
So you say Ron, you Ron Green?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my dude, man.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah,
That's
Ron
my
Shaw
uncle,
Sterling.
man.
That's my
That's
brother.
my uncle, man. Yeah, for sure.
That's my guy.
And them
man.
niggas knew, but Hawk ended up telling niggas, and so Mike D, Hawk, and Pokey gave me my name. I was Kyle, so they was like, "Nigga, you Kyleon."
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm Kyleon, but I just, in South Park, everybody got their own language.
Right.
You know, nigga, you Kyleon, you Kyleon.
Right.
And so, I got the killer from Slim. Once I got around Slim, either the beat got killed or I killed somebody.
Right.
So that's when they combined. I combined Killer and Kyleon.
Man, nah, boys be scared of you, man. You know, do you not get a lot of feature requests, or do you get a lot of you might get feature requests from people just outside of the game, but you got to get a lot of feature requests from other rappers that's in the game, or they be like,
yeah and no.
Yeah
and no, because it's like niggas know what I'm gonna do, I guess.
Yeah.
And to the point where I ain't gonna never dumb it down. I'm my own song.
Yeah.
Because I just felt like, nigga, if a nigga ever check out, my last verse gonna be just as good as my first verse. But it's like I ain't never I had in my mind, I ain't gonna never say the same shit twice.
Yeah.
I think too much, I read too much, I put too much information in my brain, you know what I mean? To where I wanna stay on top of everything, even currently. Cause I notice a lot of niggas get so caught up in a certain style, and them styles, think about styles, they get dated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta start creating rhyme schemes and rhyme patterns, and I just started seeing niggas do that, and that was my whole thing. I ain't never want to rap the same on nothing. I wanted to sound different, and then I come from an era where you can't bite nigga style. So my thing was I started creating flow patterns to where if I hear a nigga rap like me, you can't tell me you just start rapping like that. You got that from me because that's my whole cadence.
Come on, man. This dude here, man. This dude, I ain't gonna do a DNA test. We might be cousins, man.
That's why I say I give him the K Reno award.
We might be cousins, man.
Cause I do that. That'd be my signature. The way I be rapping on when I rap fast. Let's say I want to rap fast, but I can articulate everything for you to hear it clearer. But it's a way I'm gonna rap fast that ain't gonna be like how they sound. I'm gonna create about 3-4 different cadences of how I rap fast. When I start hearing niggas doing it, I start laughing because I be like, that's my whole pattern.
Man, you had showed up on, I want to say it's Kyle Wayne, that maybe.
Yeah.
And you had flipped this shit out there, maybe. Like how code, like maybe. He told up. But let me ask you this. When did it come from when you started with Slim and then you got into the Boss Hog Outlaw?
So pretty much, around when all the North Side and South Side shit was going on, Chris Wall was already fucking with Slim. And so being that we was Mob Style, Slim was trying to merge like a little cool ass super group of niggas from the North and South. And so being that I'm literally, it's like, I rep both of them.
You the logo right there.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, Ward brought me over there, but every nigga that knew me, I packed the backpack. Nothing but my pants in that bitch. So when a nigga cut a beat on, I got something. I'm like cheese. I go on everything. There ain't gonna be nothing I ain't gonna go on. Ward brought me over there. Them niggas cut on beats. I got something for that. They'll cut on another beat. I got something for that. Then when we in a group, I ain't never not want to be on no song. I'm either have a hook in my head, but I'm definitely gonna have a verse already ready. And I want it to shine. Once I started, my whole thing was I ain't never want to rap with the little dogs. I wanted to rap with the big dogs. I ain't never want to rap with the puppets. No matter what nigga I got around, from Poke and Hawk on, niggas gonna know who the fuck I am because I want to be able to stand toe to toe with them niggas, and I really want to go more stupider than them. I'm telling niggas, I get around you nigga, you fool. I ain't listening.
On that Boss Hog Outlaw, that's what I was getting from, because it was a couple that stand out. But you, and I think that's when I got introduced to you on Boss Hog Outlaw. I got introduced to Killa. But Killa it was like every song he's on, he stand out, and then it was J.Dog. Then stand out and J.Dog. But then it got to the point where I seen you more consistent. You just every time just so who is Boss Hog Outlaws now? Is it they still got everybody on there? Or?
I mean, whoever around is Boss Hog. If niggas is still that stamp on you. You know what I mean? Boss Hog Outlaws is still Boss Hog. Actively still doing shit. Dog still doing shit. Me and Slim, like, we inseparable.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We called each other Batman and Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
We ain't no Robin.
Ain't no Robin. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it be days he Batman, it be days I'm Bruce Wayne, it be days I'm Batman, he Bruce Wayne. Like, that's my brother. I love that nigga to death.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go to war and whatever
Yeah.
with that nigga, because that nigga took an opportunity and a chance on me like no other. The only other nigga did that was Pope. Pope put me in the car and they never turned on nothing on me. And I always look at him like Sensei, because he a nigga that really put me in the mix. Hawk too.
Yeah.
Like, to lose them niggas that believed in me when no other nigga believed in me, and to see them niggas express what it is to me. But it's just that thing with Slim. It's just when you get around certain niggas, and them niggas that's just your yin and your yang, and also my day one fam niggas. Like, I got my own crew of niggas too.
Yeah, right.
So, you know, but to be around me and that nigga, it's me, him, and Liz still rocking.
Yeah.
All the way, you know what I mean? Dog doing what he doing, dog doing his own thing. And that nigga, a nigga that's just so goddamn cold because he hit your soul.
No doubt about it.
You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah,
like,
we didn't have him in
he
the
said
legacy. He said that same.
I love that nigga to death.
We gotta get Slim in here too.
Yeah,
man.
definitely gotta do that. But yeah, you know, that's just that shit on my body for life.
Yeah.
I'm a loyal nigga, and that's just how I'm gonna rock.
I remember when Pope passed, a lot of people was reaching out to Kiki because they know he had just lost his mama and then he lost this one here. But a lot of people don't know, but like we used to saying with NOG, and you was going through it a lot. So how was you during that time? Was you okay?
I'm so numb to death right now, because since 2013, every 6 months I lost somebody near dead to me.
Damn.
For the past, 11 years. And my son died in my arms, bro. So, my aspect on death.
Yeah.
Really, all I'm going to tell people is getting therapy, seeking therapy, and talking about that shit help a lot, bro. Because a lot of motherfuckers don't know. We ain't been to war as soldiers, but bro, we really out here, we really suffer from PTSD.
Without a doubt.
And a lot of people we seen from growing up in the 80s and 90s, bro, into now seeing shit. People be like it's worse now. I don't really think so, because what people make it worse now is you actually get to see the shit niggas went through, because social media allow you. It's just, remember back in the days, the closest shit to death if you seen it was that VCR tape Faces of Death. Instagram is that. That was when you seen real traumatic shit on camera. That was the only way. But we actually seen so much shit like that on a daily basis to where it was normalized. So, and it's like when I lost one of my best friends to cancer, my whole front line and my family to cancer, it made me want to get healthy. Selling drink, selling dope, you know what I mean? Just seeing so much shit. I seen so much shit in life, bro, to what this what I wanted to do. This was gonna be my way up out of all this shit. You know what I mean? And there's so much shit now that still goes on to this day. You know what I mean? I just lost so much, bro. And it made me numb to so much shit to where I ain't surprised by shit. To where I know how to handle shit and I don't get into that depression. I bleed that shit through the music. I use my pen.
What's your, if you don't mind, what's your spirituality like? You high power in terms of high power and all that. How did that connect with you and help you deal with some of the stuff?
I mean, pretty much I know it is a God. I don't believe in white folks Jesus at all. You know what I mean? It's just the way that I look at God. I feel like the woman God. And I feel like my God gotta be, if it's not a woman, you know what I mean, a black woman, I feel like it's a high power. I think in the way that I think, for me teaching myself and me reading a lot of literature and just really doing the research, growing up in the church, listening to them allegories and all that bullshit, where they tried to water it down, knowing that they gave black folks a different book outside of what they gave masters, where that book, the King James Version, me knowing that he used slaves to even write that. You know what I mean? For having Shakespeare in songs, I can go real deep on this shit. That I don't believe in that. I believe that in them stories where they talk about us, I believe that we are the children of Abraham. I know that for sure. We are the people that they talk about that's cursed because we wanted to be so much like them people. You know what I mean? And it's just, I believe that it's one God, and I feel like different religions and everybody got their own way that they praise God. Right. But I feel like it's a way higher power from having people and seeing death, and my mom dying when I was 1 and being resuscitated and telling me stories of seeing angels, and losing my aunties and my uncles, and they having near-death experiences and talking to people, and they telling me the things that they saw and they experienced. It gotta be something.
Right. No question.
Cause this ain't nothing but a vessel. This is the church.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean?
Come
once
on, man.
Once you tap into that higher power and you see you are a God. You a God in this church. Yeah. You got to know that you are a walking God. This shit is not scientifically. It's crazy when I start tapping in, and when I went vegan, I started tapping into so much different shit and the ways to look at spirituality and to just see that you can pretty much that rapping, it's damn near a form of witchcraft. You cast the spells when you speak. Yep. You know, the whole word spelling is exactly what it is. You are spelling when you speak. So I don't really believe that it's no one true religion other than us walking. We are walking testimonies, you know what I mean, of everything. I don't believe that we all came from no Africa. I believe we've been everywhere on this earth, and everything derived from us.
It's crazy how you said that, the 2 points. You know, I'm a follower of Elijah Muhammad. I love Mr. Farrakhan.
Love him too.
When you was breaking that down, one time the minister was talking about getting to God, and he said, he might say 5 plus 2. You might say 6 plus 1. I might say 4 plus 3, but it all takes you to the 7. Yeah. So the methodology, we might not be on the same page or agree on, but we all agree in that. That's
a goal
to get that, to get there. Yeah. And I was watching that last night, man. This is crazy. You said that I was watching 19 Keys and Dr. Wesley, and they were talking about the same thing you just said, how Africa has always been credited with being just that hub, that birthplace of civilization and all that, but there's been evidence that shows our existence
was everywhere.
Yeah, long before even what we see in Kemet, long before the pyramids and all that, because like Elijah Muhammad, we call it the earth, but he refers to the earth as Asia, not Asia meaning like where the Chinese people, just the whole planet is referred to as Asia. And that whole planet, this whole planet belongs to us because we are the original people on this planet. So it was just funny hearing you say that. And I couldn't do nothing but shake my head like, yeah, bro, because we've been given such a watered down version of what is, in a generic version of what is, that it makes us stop and not go into the layers and the depths of who we really are.
Yeah, there's more pyramids in America than it is anywhere.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt.
You know, the cities that they speak of, the Jerusalems and all that was in South America. When they talk about Atlantis, we Atlanteans, from what I've read and just doing my history, we not even of this planet. Our blood type is extraterrestrial. You know what I mean? It's just so many things about we children of the sun. We illuminate in light. You know what I mean? It's just so much we can go so deep on, but spirituality, I'm very much so in tune and tapped into that to where I lose some people sometimes.
I wanted to ask you that because I didn't know all, you saying all the people that you lost and all that. You got to have some kind of connection to a source that recharges your battery, your spiritual and your mental battery, just to be able to keep sanity.
Yeah, I'm raised so much different. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got a lot of people that's raised off love, and you got a lot of people that's raised off survival. I wasn't raised off survival. Right. You know what I mean? I ain't never had that. I grew up with love, intimacy, mentally in the home, being told I love you. Right. When my father wasn't there, it was other uncles and role models that showed me love. I only struggled based off my own mental struggles. Like me having a want for shit, I ain't never want for nothing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I done seen the highs and the lows. Yeah. But it's like, I don't know what keep, and I'm going to say the word, blessing me, you know what I mean, to reach certain heights. And I feel like I got guardian angels. I feel like it's something seeing me through life and helping me get to these points, because I might not have made it right here, but the fact that I'm still actively in it, I know it's something helping me and pushing me through, and I feel like no doing it.
Yeah. Well, you know, sometimes up here is an illusion.
100%.
Because there are people who have been up here, but they didn't stay up here for whatever reason. And if they were up there 30 years ago, but they didn't stay long, we don't even remember who they are.
Yeah.
But the consistency that you have established being here, so-called here or here or here or here, that has put you in the echelon to where your legacy is so set that forget up here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, everybody look at that spot to me is just financial, and that shit is illusion, just like you said, because they pick and choose who they want to do.
Yeah, and it ain't safe up there.
Yeah.
It ain't safe.
You know, it's
but you gotta,
sick up there. Yeah.
One thing that I always remember is when I read and I get in my literature, when I go into them books, the devil was the leader of Heaven's choir.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And musically, that was his way of finessing everything.
Yeah. Order on his back.
Me seeing and reading so much, I know that shit is to be true, because I seen some of the crazy shit. Now, all the stories that they like to tell now, where they speaking on people like Diddy and they speaking on so many people, I know that ain't nothing but the beast doing all this shit simply because they don't want us in no positions of power like them.
Right.
And it's just like Malcolm X said, media ain't nothing but propaganda. They make the innocent look guilty and they can make the guilty look innocent.
Yeah, no question about it.
Just like seeing OJ dying today, where we can still see the division from the powers that be. That man went in there in the judicial system, granted him being not guilty, and they still saying their power, which media is so powerful. That's why my next project, like I did a project called Lorraine Motel, and where I go to speaking on blackness
Social issues.
and social issues, that I've had a part 2 for years now, and I just didn't release it because they don't allow you to deliver messages in the music no more, because that was our way of delivering messages. Me looking at a panel with Kool Moe Dee and KRS-One, when they started showing the shift in hip-hop, we always had messages in hip-hop.
Exactly.
But once they started seeing the messages was getting out there, you're getting people, I'm not going to say woke, I'm going to say conscious. You seen people's consciousness. When you seen the 5%ers within rap. When you seen people being educated on their blackness and they didn't want us to be there. They used hip-hop like COINTELPRO. They started going into hip-hop and started saying, nah, we need this type of music because we need to keep niggas mentally right here so we can goddamn keep these prisons full.
Come on, man.
We can get niggas away from that financial standpoint. They can get to and use this shit, but they can keep awakening too many young people. In the late 80s, within the 90s, when they brought that, Cube even told you that the CIA had psyops to create gangster rap, where they come in there and tell you what to rap and what you need to do, but it wasn't controlled. They didn't even know if hip hop was gonna even last this long. When I looked at Kool Moe Dee, when I looked at the Furious 5, when I looked at Boogie Down Productions, when I looked at Kane, when I looked at Kwame, when I looked at Gangstar, all these dudes was teachers, pro-righteous teachers. These dudes was really passing wisdom on. And it wasn't really, we talked about gangster shit, but it was just like painting a Scorsese film. It wasn't never that we glorified it. We talked about where we was from and what we was going through like movies. And you got people to a sense where they confuse brothers like, hey, you really need to keep talking about that, but you really need to start acting in on it. You need to get in that Bishop character. Like they fucked over Pac mentality like that, to where they brought Pac in, but Pac started seeing it was fucked up. And the influence that a Tupac had, that Biggie had, well, you can damn near tell it, bro. They was too powerful, so we got to get control of that.
I seen what, like I'm watching the Young Thug case right now, and it's basically that same mentality, but then they put the phone in front of you and say, go tell on yourself. Go take all these pictures about yourself. Go tell everything about your gang. Go record it. Go run around and saying it. And now they in the middle of court and they just saying, this is what
they
you
trying
did.
They taking us back again. They trying to use the lyrics against us, but see what they did was they manipulated the youth into believing that See, I tell people this. I'm Killa Kyleon when it's time to be Killa Kyleon. Outside of that, I'm Kyle.
There you go.
I look at that as like, that's my alter ego. I'm in character when I do that. Cause ain't no way I'm gonna make it this point still trying to glorify all this shit here, bro. I'm an author.
Exactly.
And these are my stories. And I know I can incriminate myself in certain things, but ain't no way a millionaire and a man having that much money gonna wanna still be connected to all this shit like that, because you gotta think, when you go back into the jungle and you done made it out the jungle and you wanna go back, you still food to the wolves. So you gotta understand that you can still reach and teach. You know what I mean? But you gotta understand you bigger than certain shit now. To where the shit that we would never glorifying this shit. It was normalized to us because we grew up amongst this shit. And these young niggas don't understand that they feel like they gotta be in character all day. I'm this character.
And they gotta be on film.
And you sitting up here now, it's like you got a camera. Now you wanna put your monkey suit on. And when you put the monkey suit on, once you paint it, now they feel like, oh, that's really you. No, sir, this is a character. That's Tupac. This is a character. I ain't no different from Arnold Schwarzenegger. Rambo and Commando killed more motherfuckers than any rapper can ever kill. And he can be the governor.
Exactly.
So you mean to tell me I can write these books and write these stories and talk these stories, and you want to go investigate that to use that against me, but then you got the powers that be that's selling this man, and that's his CEO. Not even Lucian Grange ain't came to a courtroom yet to speak for that man.
I said that first.
Ain't a white man came in there yet. Leo taught that shit. Leo ain't came in the courtroom. Ain't coming.
See,
the man told you, and I don't mean to cut you off. That man came on the Breakfast Club in front of Charlamagne and told you, I ain't gonna stop them from doing that. This how we make money. I got a family to feed.
I was like, ooh. That's cold-blooded,
And then they turn around, and what fucked me up is, see, this what they don't get what's going on. Them niggas ain't want Dame Dash in the offices.
Well, you can dig it right in my head.
When Dame was in there sunning them motherfuckers, man, fuck you. We don't need you.
What they do,
we don't need you. We just need your bread. We don't need you to tell us nothing about our fucking culture. We don't need you for that. We need you want to come in and get a piece of the pie off this culture. That's cool, but you not finna dictate what's the culture. They got, to me, they got in the whole head on the money side. See, Dame wanted to keep that real nigga sense to where, nigga, we run the culture. We don't need them now. Them white folks ain't never been to the hood. They hood experiences through us.
That's what the umbrella was all about, man.
And they put them niggas against each other. And what they did, just like Malcolm said, they want to come in and use propaganda to keep us. They want to create. They want to divide and conquer. That's all they want to do. Puffy got too much money. That nigga kicked them folks' ass and got them millions from racial discrimination. You know what they gonna do? They gonna put millions into these PR firms and make that nigga look fucked up. What we seeing today, OJ just died. That man innocent. These motherfuckers come around and use their power in media. They don't talk about none of the good this man did.
None of them wrestling titles, none of them.
You know, OJ Simpson that's responsible and that was acquitted on the murder of Ron Goldman and Nicole Kidman, and they put that out there. Nobody ever seen Puffy mess with no boy. Nobody never seen Puffy sexual assault nobody. Everything is a allegation, but they're gonna use the media to perpetuate everything and to make a man that ain't even guilty of shit look guilty. So when they do come with charges, they done already manipulated a judge or a jury into believing you guilty. So look what OJ did. They stole OJ memorabilia. When he went to court, white man admitted that shit today. The man, Harvey, I can't think his name over TMZ. He admitted that shit on TMZ. When they did that, when he went to his court case, the judge already had it in his mind, we gonna hang this nigga because we didn't get him for the murder. So now, since he in there stealing, he didn't kidnap somebody and rob him, he'll go 30 years. Off media manipulation. Everybody feel like you guilty, and they couldn't find him guilty. We're gonna find ways to make you guilty when you a nigga power
and to appease that white public that was so aggravated that they didn't get him the first time, so they found that okay, we'll get him this next time.
Yeah, and they couldn't separate his pension from him, so they couldn't take that money from him.
Yeah, that 25 grand a month.
They couldn't take it.
Yeah, they couldn't get that either. And but you know, that's always been the script that they use on black. When Kobe passed away, they went straight to the allegation. And they get black people to do it.
They use our own people to do it.
So that's always been one of the main plays in the book. So we got to recognize that and recognize
that's that Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, without a doubt.
That Willie Lynch syndrome.
Same thing with DMX.
Yeah. You know, exactly. The first thing, look, it even goes into the depths of if you just a victim that was murdered by the police, some racist white police, they start looking for things on the black victim to say, well, he got
look at what they doing to George Floyd.
Same scenario.
Straight up found this man guilty, say that it was a homicide, but they want to say, oh, he was on fentanyl.
Right. That's not what killed. The chokehold didn't kill him.
Yeah.
The fentanyl.
He already had a bad heart. He had because they never want to assume accountability for what
for
they
nothing.
Did, what they wrong.
But look what they do. Yeah. What they did to Tamir Rice.
Yeah.
What they did with Trayvon Martin.
Yeah.
This man got whole goddamn. He goes and does panels talking about how he killed this kid, and it's cool.
Wow. Because he got a backing.
He got a backing.
See, when you got to stand, so you can go to Zimmerman, you can go to Dylan Roof.
Yeah.
You can go to any
Kyle
of these
Rittenhouse.
Anytime they commit the acts they commit, you automatically see a big fundraiser for their legal fees.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars raised
for killing
when
the nigga.
You know, and they know that they guilty of doing it.
100%.
So it's the backing that they have and just this whole white supremacist system that we live under in America that, you know, the quicker we understand that the playing field ain't level for us, then the better we'll be off in terms of getting free from it. Because we sit around waiting
on us.
Yeah.
It's us though too. You know, when I looked at hip hop do a complete change.
Yeah.
When in the 80s and the 90s, we only wore our culture. We wore African symbols. Yeah. We wore the kente cloth. Yeah. We wore
Kanai.
We wore nothing but black labels. So you know what they did? They bought into that shit not to appreciate it. They bought it to depreciate it because they labels wasn't making money. Now look, they got all these black men doing gay shit, wearing all that bullshit. Now we don't wear nothing black on no more. They got FUBU in Walmart, all this shit. Now they depreciated it so much when it was so appreciated to where they made the culture like, hey, don't rap about that no more. We gonna give you some Gucci and Louis. Rap about this shit. The shit that we made live that niggas was wearing when they was dead broke because they felt like that's what you had to look like. But we came when we wore the baggy clothes. Now this shit cool to do. But it just ain't cool to do with no urban shit. They gonna make all that high-end shit the urban shit now. And they have niggas feeling like they gotta wear this. Well, can't no black label even exist. What we gonna do, we gonna get a nigga like Pharrell to come support our shit. And all you gotta do is not even fuck with they shit. Start another Carl Kanai. Start another FUBU. Start another Aniche. Start another used jeans. Start all these black labels again. Look how they wait 50 years to come get Dapper Dan to do shit. When Dapper Dan was already making that shit, now they got all Dapper Dan, old designs like it's new designs.
Yeah. You know, we always been, see, the white man is a scientist, bro. And we've always been made to believe that they ice is colder. Yeah. So that's why I think about when you were saying, I think about the interview with Kanye and Sway. And what Sway was trying to tell Kanye, hey man, just you Kanye way to start your own. Yeah. And Kanye say, yeah, but it ain't Ralph. Yeah. Like because it's Ralph Lauren, it validates it. But make it be.
But he's seen it. When he went in there trying to fuck with him, they fucked him.
Right.
40 million, you know.
And he got and he seen. And he seen, but what I like when he woke up, they tried to make him crazy. Right. But then they scared him. Nigga, you not crazy, but you know what? let's put us a psyop with this nigga.
Yeah.
This nigga done got too much influence. This nigga done woke up.
Right.
This nigga done went in these rooms. See, what I liked about Kanye, that nigga went in them rooms and he had no business going in.
Yeah.
And when that nigga got in them rooms, he started seeing shit he wasn't supposed to see because he played alone so good.
Thank God.
But they started seeing shit. When that nigga started seeing shit, nigga, y'all playing me.
Yeah.
What a nigga say, we gonna put you down, we gonna take you away from the white girl. The nigga straight up said, bro, I was in the sunken place.
Yeah.
That shit, Get Out, really is real.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All the Jordan Poole movies are really real.
Yeah.
To the point when he say, they put him with the cracker.
Yeah.
The nigga made the cracker more live than shit ever was.
Yeah.
But now, that nigga, they used his influence to get them crackers ain't have no style and grace. That nigga gave them that. But once he started seeing everybody was playing, that nigga said, wait a minute, something ain't right. Now that nigga went into the mentality, started putting out that slave shit. Well, now nigga, y'all showing me I'm a nigga. Then once he started going into that $0 shit, the nigga ran to God.
Yeah.
But now the nigga seen, let me use my influence to preach love.
Yeah.
They started seeing he was wrong for that.
Yeah.
And if you can't see devils
you
within
can't
that,
win.
now they went it back to where, nah, this nigga crazy.
Yeah.
Let's put this nigga with this trainer
Yeah.
that worked for the goddamn CIA.
Yeah.
Let's get this nigga on some MK Ultra type shit and get into this
fuck with
nigga
the
brain
brain.
and make this nigga crazy again.
And
now he down.
And right, because the thing is, man, we gotta know, man, sometimes it ain't about me telling you what's behind that door. Cause I could tell you all day long and you don't take to it until you go behind that door. yourself. Then you go, okay, yeah, you was right.
Yeah.
You know, you was right. So I mean, it's a thing. That's why I was talking about up here. It ain't safe up here.
It ain't.
It's not safe up here. Even if your mind is right,
You can't even
corrupt. They'll corrupt the most solid mind.
Yeah.
You know, so you got
For that dollar.
Yeah.
For the influence.
Man, listen.
Yeah.
What I love about me, I can go any motherfucking well. And everybody know who I am,
Right.
but I ain't gotta be isolated.
Right.
Look at the Beyonce, can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
You gotta shut
You
down.
can't even be normal.
Yeah.
You gonna shut down everything around you, and if somebody wanna get a piece of you just because of who or what you are, you not even comfortable within your skin.
Yeah.
You too goddamn famous.
It's
You Michael
yeah.
Jackson.
It's paranoia. Yeah.
Look at how they tried to do Mike.
Yeah. Come on,
Prince.
man. Talk about it.
Killed these
Let's
men.
go. Let's go.
This man ain't died.
Hold on. Say that.
That
Repeat
man ain't
that.
died. They assassinated.
They
them
did
men.
what?
They
To Michael Prince?
assassinated. They assassinated them.
I
Because
just
one-
wanted to hear that.
Catalog.
Yeah, not even just the man owned them white folks. The man owned 90% of something.
Yeah.
And the man started getting woke. What they didn't know, the man went Muslim.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And the education.
He started getting the education.
Especially with Prince was going in. Prince wrote Slave on his face, and Prince was getting ready to teach all of these artists.
That they didn't need that shit. That's
Right.
why he say he don't like social media.
And he got off the labels, and he started releasing his own music on his own.
He started making
He had
millions.
so many innovative ways to sell his own music without incorporating the labels, man.
All the streaming services.
And what you think they were sitting in the office doing while Prince was doing all that? We got to get rid of this.
We gotta get rid of this nigga.
You know.
And then he started to get that. Then they had a life insurance policy on this man. This man that never did no drugs, no none of that.
Yeah.
And to say he overdosed on pills when he died riding his bike.
Yeah, that's crazy.
See, and that he putting life insurance policies on
Everybody.
On these rappers.
Yeah.
And Prince wouldn't do no songs with you unless you own your shit.
Yeah.
No, he was in full control. They see the biggest threat to this establishment is somebody who understands how it works and understands how to tear it down. So we had a brother in here last week. We were talking about the streaming and how they don't pay for the streams and all that. And I just posed a question to him, and I said, well, what if, forget every other genre, what if all the rappers just said, we not releasing no music on any of these streaming platforms for like a year? And what kind of hit would they take?
They're gonna take a major hit because that's how they making the money right now. They done manipulated these rappers into believing like, oh, you streamed $1 billion. It's pennies on the dollar. You ain't made no money. You made them all the money.
Not even pennies on the dollar.
That's just like the 360. They had to figure once the South really fucked up hip hop. And I'm gonna tell you, with our independence and when our able to cut off the map,
Yeah.
To where we was cool with the chitlin circuit. We mastered it. The chitlin circuit was our audience. Where y'all didn't want us to work it.
Yeah.
Well, why do you think, bro, when they show you every movie, every documentary, a Jewish man is in the building for anything on rap?
Yeah, no doubt.
Zionist Jews, though.
Yeah.
Are in control of shit. They couldn't even, they tried to make it like they were our friends, they was our equal, and they need to come in there from Cadillac Records, all that shit. And then you seen a J Prince, you seen a Master P, you start seeing these dudes get all this money in this area and this independence where we didn't need a label. When we went to Interscope, me and Slim them, we already had motion.
Come on.
We didn't need y'all for nothing.
Optional.
But it's just to get over here and see it. That when we got in there, they played everybody against each other.
Wow.
Couldn't none of these, Mike Jones, Chameleon, Powwow, Slim, them niggas couldn't even do records together. They wasn't even clearing. These niggas that was in a whole group on Switch House, when they got major deals, they couldn't even do music with each other. They had to get clearances to do shit that they did with each other because they didn't even understand how our music worked down here. They didn't even know how to target the audience.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
But they just didn't know how to target the audience, and that niggas was getting all this money without their help. How's y'all doing that?
Right.
Screw. How's y'all doing that shit?
Yeah.
Never needed, and that put me in the sense. Once I didn't get another deal, I'm like, I don't need them motherfuckers. I got a whole audience up. That I'm living and eating out for a rap, pay for everything I own. All this shit is rap. This is my vocals. And me targeting my whole core audience. When you look at like Currency, which is one of my partners, man, making millions off his core audience. You don't need no deal. All you needed is your fans. And technology that made it to where you can get to this consumer directly. You can feed, all you gotta do is feed your audience, and your audience gets you more fans. That's really all you need. You don't need them crackers for nothing.
The key word you said was core.
You got a core audience.
You get a core audience, those are the ones that's gonna be with you forever. The fly by nights, okay, Kyleon got a hit record that's playing, okay, there's gonna be some latch-ons again, but they gonna come and go. That core is gonna be there, and that's what's gonna sustain you. I tell artists all the time, establish your core and then figure out how to consolidate them and keep them in one place.
Keep them in one place.
Keep them in one place, you good.
You good for forever.
Yeah, no question about it. I wanted to ask you about something we was talking about off camera, because you asked me in the elevator, you said, man, what you think about the j.cole and the Kendrick thing? And I'll give my take on it, then I'll let you
go right here.
I don't really know. I don't even know how it started, so I'm not gonna give a long rant about.
Like I'm tell you,
versed in it. Give me the short version.
Kendrick went on there and kind of dissed him and Drake. That's it. So then
that ain't really how that happened.
So okay, what's your version of it?
That's not how it happened. This just like any other. See, this shit was never going to no street shit. It's about who the better rapper, which is the essence of hip hop. Well, you gotta look at the bridge is over. Them niggas wasn't finna do no fighting.
Okay.
Them niggas it's lyricism.
Okay, well let me get right there because I don't want to
go ahead.
Okay, no, because I'm with you.
Go right.
The point you said about they not gonna do no fighting, nothing violent was gonna come out of that.
No.
That's where I was going. If this is just rap, who the best rapper is, who gonna establish supremacy,
that's all it was.
Then let's go.
That's what it was.
If it's beyond that, then that's different. The way a lot of these rappers getting killed, these young guys getting killed. So I don't know why Cole apologized. I've read different things, but I don't know. I will say, if somebody may have felt some kind of way or felt like it's gonna get like that, and you felt like apologizing can simmer that down, because that man...
It was shit that he was saying, and I don't mean to take it. This is what I know for sure. Drake and Cole come from white folks. They got white folks in their family. Mom and dad is... Kendrick Lamar, a real gangster.
Okay.
They just happened to make it out of that.
Yeah.
He really from the depths of Compton. He really lived in a war zone and really is from that.
Okay.
Them two not from that.
So let me say this.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask you this. So And I don't know.
Yeah.
Trust me, I have
I'm
no
gonna elaborate
clue.
on what I'm
Teach
saying.
me. I don't know.
Yeah.
If Cole is thinking, well, man, if I keep coming back at this dude,
It might go
somebody else might, or somebody in the streets might not look at it as just rap.
Yeah.
So in that case, let me diffuse that.
That's bullshit. He got
I'm
some
at-
competition. And the thing is, you've been saying on every feature, every song, I can play a plethora of them where you him. You, out of the big three, I'm Muhammad Ali. This come out his mouth.
Who?
J.Cole.
Okay.
You know what I mean? On first person shooter.
Yeah.
Drake always aiming at everybody. He better than everybody.
Yeah.
Cole started doing it. You isolated y'all. You isolated the three of y'all. The big three come from J. Cole.
Yeah.
That they're the big three. Since Kendrick made Control, I am the best, greatest rapper alive. He been saying that.
Yeah.
And it's just like LL and Kool Mo D.
Yeah.
LL felt like he was the baddest motherfucker on earth with that rap. We come up on that type of shit. That's what it is. The bullshit come from these youngsters. Cole, you start talking about pulling guns and all that in your verse, and we got steppers that's like this here, and I'm a click bow.
Directed at Kendrick or just in
saying
general?
it in his verse.
In general.
And start talking about, but that's a part of battle rapping. But at the same time, that's the way rap go. Now, Kendrick was straight on, I am, nigga, fuck the big three, nigga. It's just big me.
Yeah.
He don't give a damn about you, Drake. He said on interviews, and he said it on Control. He say, he named every rapper that's the nigga, but he say, nigga, I'm trying to murder you niggas. I'm trying to rap like I ain't never heard of you niggas.
Yeah.
And he said that, and he put his footprint in the sand to y'all my niggas, but I'm trying to be better than you niggas. That nigga named everybody, and you got a nigga like Drake that feel like he down, so he took that and ran. Big Sean felt the way that he shitted on him, he took that and ran. And it's been about rapping for Kendrick, and it's been about rapping with him, Drake, and that. Them niggas isolated themselves, nigga, we the big three. Cole made that. So shit, when you get up there and you been shooting saying you the better, alright, so this is straight rap. We know that this is rap. In the hip hop community, we know it's rap.
Yeah.
So now we ain't giving a damn about the trolls, the fans, and none of that. We have established as hip hop, this is the essence of hip hop.
Yeah.
This nigga get up there and apologize and say the lamest shit I could have did was say that you knew it was lame when you wrote the rap.
Yeah.
When you been saying it, so this is what we can't do. You can't even bring yourself to the barbecue saying you that no more.
Yeah.
Until you rap, because you saying you this. This is the essence of hip hop.
Yeah.
You gotta rap. Ain't no apologizing.
Yeah, well, I said I don't know. I have no.
This Sparta, bro. You a gladiator.
I'm learning. Because I'm.
It ain't really nothing to learn.
I'm
You
gonna
come from that.
I'm gonna make a confession that y'all might think y'all gonna say talk crazy. I don't even really listen to you.
Right on, and that's cool. That's cool.
I don't really know.
Yeah, but they ill.
Yeah.
But Kendrick do this every couple of years.
But it ain't about it. But see, this is what I need everybody to
So you
understand.
say he started, you say he did.
Well, Kendrick will shoot all the time.
Yeah.
Because that's what he does.
Names though?
Yeah, he gonna say names.
Yeah, I love it.
And the thing is, he let you know he an elite MC.
Yeah.
He come from the MC, and he tell you his two favorite MCs is M and Ho.
Right.
And the essence of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's a part of the essence of what hip hop really is.
Yeah.
Cole tried to make it like that's what you like. You gotta compete. We not trying to hear no apology.
Yeah.
That's the weakest shit you could have did as an MC in a battle. You tucked your tail.
So you saying from just a pure hip hop standpoint?
That's all it is.
Okay, so what if it's and I'm devil's advocate. What if it's a fear like, man, I'm like, I can't go to county no more. I better clean this up.
I don't believe it's that. It's just he gonna use his spirit to say and manipulate everybody. You took a chance. Ain't no way if you my nigga, and we know that this straight hip hop, nigga, I'm unplugging the microphone.
Yeah, no doubt.
Just like Marl and Rory said, I'm nigga, you they can't put your Joe Budden. You can't. All these niggas that feel like they MCs, every MC from Simba. I don't know if you listen to Simba, one of the coldest, coldest young niggas. These some young niggas you need.
I'm out the loop. I'm sorry.
These some young niggas that you really need to listen to. These little young niggas is some speakers.
Right.
They hip hop.
Yeah. Okay.
They the essence. They really sharpen their swords and their tongues is sharp.
Well, I will say this. If we talking about just rap, essence of rap and hip hop, battling head to head, you gotta go for it, bro.
You got to.
You can't. if it's some type of air of danger, life threatening,
and it wasn't none of that.
if it ain't none of that, you got to get down, bro. You got to get down.
You got to get down.
That's just how.
So I think everybody trying to manipulate it and play it because we in this soft ass era of insecurities.
Yeah.
And what I tell people, the internet was made by nerdy shitheads that couldn't make friends, and they were socially awkward.
Yeah.
Everybody was socially awkward,
Yeah.
so you don't have to socialize in person. So they created a platform for people where you got other like-minded nerds and motherfuckers that just geeks that's socially awkward, that don't know how to make friends. They created a platform for you to make friends without having to actually meet people.
Yeah.
And so everybody that was the bullies that when we grew up, if you got ranked on, they calling you ranking bully. Your ass need to know how to rank.
Yeah.
When you fought, when you ain't have to worry about catching no bully, you better jump your ass out there and fight.
Win or lose.
So what they did now, all the ones that scared to fight, don't know how to tell jokes, that don't know how to make friends, they've created a whole highway for these people to where they're in control of all of the cool kids that we was. Now they the cool kids and they control this. We can talk about you, but you can't talk about us. Everybody just socially awkward. We can talk about you, but you can't talk about me.
Sound like some other folks.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. We want to be a part of the cool shit, but when the cool shit too cool for us, we don't want to be cool no more. All right, we finna power trip now. Nah, y'all can't do that.
Now we hitting the report button.
Now you got a report button where you can't say certain shit. Now they got it to where you can't even tell the truth. You can't pass information.
That's why I say that sound like from something
You
familiar.
can't do no healing.
Yeah.
If you selling any healing products or anything
No.
to heal,
Can't do
they
it.
flagging your ass.
Can't do it.
If you speak truth to power like Reza,
Come on.
Reza is one of my guys that I listen to because I love Reza to death. To where Reza was telling everybody, these motherfuckers lying, these motherfuckers lying. Now we finna stop him from talking. So now it double back. Reza, we gotta apologize to you because you was telling the truth.
Without a
They
doubt.
still got him on the White House list.
Teaching.
Yeah, he's still on the White House list.
Teaching, man.
For teaching, you can't even teach. You gotta teach ignorance. Shake your ass. Be a nigga. Hold your money. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, that's the agenda, though. You know, they put us on autopilot to destroy ourselves through those means.
And it's still there. It's far more worse now because niggas feel like they gotta put the monkey suit on to be seen.
Come on.
And then I gotta out monkey you.
Come
I
on.
gotta out monkey him.
You trying to take my monkey spot, man.
Yeah.
Watch out. Nah, man. You teaching, bro. You teaching, man. Killa Kyleon just breaking it down.
Dropping jewels.
Dropping jewels, man. He dropping bombs, man. And what else you got going on? Anything we need to know about before we get you out of here, man?
I'm pretty much, man, just finna cut this shit up a notch.
Yeah.
More than that, man. One of my brothers in hip hop really inspired me to keep pushing in my days when I be feeling like, damn, is this shit ever gonna get to where I am? Because my thing is, bro, I appreciate the flowers that everybody give, but I'm not where I want to be in this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Until I know that I'm where I want to be, I feel like I'm just as equal as everybody else, that I got to keep going. And I feel like I got so much more gas in the tank. And I got so much shit to give this game. Like, I've been in relationships and nobody can seem to understand that I love this shit more than I love anything. I love it equivalently to my children. And I love it like my mama, to the point it's like an itch I ain't even scratched. To where I love this shit so much, to where everybody be looking, they feel like you gotta be a jack of all trades, but I'm trying to master this shit. Because once this shit mastered, this shit open up other doors. I don't need to try to use this to walk in a door. I need to use this to open up other doors. I need to be in them conversations. I want to be in that Hall of Fame. I want to be noted, but I still want to do shit that I see on that level. Like, I know the Grammys is a political thing. We all know this shit ain't shit but politics.
Industry
You know what I'm saying?
However,
but you know, at the end of the day, to see a brother that's really a lyrical giant, and he's a humanitarian, and he's active in the community, and he teaches.
Come on, man.
To get in that position at 48, 49 years old.
Come on, man.
And he doing shit that 20-year-olds can't even do right now.
That's right.
It ain't over. They tried to marginalize us and try to put an age. Them people try to come put an age in it so they can try to come take the shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, then they want you to be a certain age so they can manipulate you.
I was about to say the same
real
thing.
shit.
The
You too old to do this.
Yeah,
Nigga, this
because-
ain't basketball.
Well, you too old to do it.
And you know better.
Too old to do it because you know better.
Yeah.
The steps that you might have went through at 19, 20 years old, they can't pull that on you now.
Right on.
They can't do that now. So yeah, you weed all the old dudes out now because they know about publishing.
Yeah.
You can't put that on them. They know about 360 deals and scam contracts and all that. I can't pull that on them. So y'all too old.
Yeah.
But I could bring 19, 20,
But what I want,
18,
what I want to
steal
do,
y'all money forever.
my thing is, bro, I feel like we need to start, when we get influence, we need to go repair the infrastructure in the hood.
Yeah.
We need to go back and teach these kids the shit that they're not
Absolutely.
teaching because school ain't shit but a prison.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
And now that I'm raising my kids and I'm seeing how they trying to unlearn them from the real basic ways of seeing shit.
Yeah.
What they teaching now, I got 2 9-year-olds, bro. They're trying to make them not understand the old ways because the old way is the correct way. They're trying to unlearn them
Yeah.
to teach them a different way. And school ain't teaching you how to do nothing but be a worker.
That's right.
That's it. Yeah.
Come
A
on, man.
slave.
Yeah.
Come on,
Really
man.
being
College
taught
too. Yeah.
to be a slave.
Mhm.
Everybody they show you every day with their brightest stars. Everybody that run the world right now don't have a college degree.
Come on, man.
Nah. Yeah.
Steve Jobs dropped out of college.
Yeah.
Bill Gates dropped out of college.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg dropped out of college.
Is that a president or was it Donald Trump?
Bezos
Yeah.
dropped out of college.
Yeah.
Donald
Yeah.
Trump didn't get a college degree. He the president.
And Donald Trump tell you himself, he said, I'm not smart. I'm not the smartest person in this room, but I am the smartest person in the room because I hired the smartest person in the room.
And see, that's what people don't understand.
Yeah.
What they don't understand, like scientists, scientists have to be funded to give you shit that a rich nigga don't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They go get the smartest motherfuckers in the room, not the richest,
Yeah.
the smartest in the room. And they hide everything in plain sight. Where they have think tanks. They actually really have shit that they sit in and say, let's get together at the round table and figure out this shit on how to regulate everything.
Yeah.
To where I try to teach my kids, like, you gotta know shit outside of this shit.
Yeah.
And outside of, then they try to control you with religion. And it's just so much shit to where, bro, we gotta go show these kids how to be financially free
Come on.
Yeah.
in order to live and know common sense shit.
Come on, man.
Because it's shit that they teach us that we don't even fucking use. We not finna use that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
We not finna use that. The only motherfuckers I know that's successful is motherfuckers at MIT. Cause they're the machines to keep shit thriving.
Yeah.
If you not going in school to be at the highest level of anything, that shit ain't for you.
Yeah, without a doubt. And you know, hip hop has been one of the best examples of what you're talking about, even with the billionaires that you mentioned, because it saved so many of us.
Yeah.
You can name a bunch of multi-million-dollar rappers that didn't graduate from high school.
And they saved them. And they richer than everybody.
We figured that out, you know, so that's just a principle that we got to look at and say, nah, we don't have to go through those. Those are the channels that they have always told us.
Yeah.
Go to school, get a diploma, go to college, get a degree, then do what? Get a
And do
job.
what? Everybody I know, I
Go
have
work for somebody
relatives in my family with every degree that you
Yeah.
can name,
Yeah.
and they struggling.
Yeah. Yeah, because I say about 60 or 70% of the people who get a degree don't even end up working in the field that they got a degree in. So it's a scam.
It's a 100% scam.
You know, but what to your point, you say to teach your children, we got to get ahead of this. We got to get ahead of them to let them know from the womb, like, hey man, no, we're not going down this road. If you got something in your mind you want to do, I'm not going to give, and I can't speak for what nobody else do. You do what you do.
Yeah.
But if I got 50 racks sitting up that's supposed to be a college fund for my child, you be better off suited to say, man, what business can we start for that?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna teach my kids to buy land.
Yeah.
And to teach kids, because somebody gonna always need somewhere to live. Teach you a trade,
right.
something that you gonna always be able to use to make money.
Yeah.
So to not even have to work for a fucking soul, it feel good. I tell motherfuckers, I wake up to go to sleep when I feel like.
Even as a person who got a degree. The first thing I did once we got out of college, they tell you got to go get an internship and sit next to somebody who's actually doing this shit in the field, and you don't even get paid for this.
Yeah.
So why go through the college thing when you're going to learn more for just sitting next to somebody? So it seemed to me better to get an apprenticeship or something where you can just have somebody work for a company that they want to do.
There you go.
Or something.
There you go.
And then just enough to your point, you said I'm not where I want to be. You know, it's a certain thing. It's such thing called you can be grateful and still not be satisfied.
Yeah, definitely, definitely grateful.
Yeah. You're not ungrateful because you want more. Because I believe the Creator wants more.
Man,
whatever you are, I feel like
that's what I just told it to somebody. Man, like the Creator want what's best. They want to get you to where they are.
Yeah.
And it's like I tell motherfuckers all the time, I got this advantage. I'm gonna eat half a sandwich to stay home.
Yeah. Right.
Because it's like I ain't gonna never be satisfied with nothing.
Yeah.
The hunger for more gonna keep that drive.
Right.
Because when you hungry, that drive gonna keep your ass going. I ain't there yet.
Yeah.
It's like right now, it been certain shit blocking the way. I've been having mental struggles on wanting to get up to do this, and it's like now I gotta retrain myself.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of this shit.
Right.
You know what? I'm finna retrain myself and I'm finna go get this shit.
Man. Well, I'm tell you something, bro. I would say this here. Not only are you one of the greatest rappers, bro, you one of the greatest minds in this thing too. With all of the wisdom that you've been able to accumulate and impart outside of just hip hop, bro. So I appreciate you. We appreciate you, and we're looking forward to everything that you got coming. We're looking forward to everything from the social commentary to the dope verses on Instagram to everything that you're involved in, brother. And keep doing what you're doing and keep repping for the dead end.
And
South Park, man.
Love, man.
Killa Kyleon, my brother.
Thank you,
man.
big brother.
Yes,
man. For sure.
So let me ask you this before you go.
Yeah.
The format you did for Michael Jordan, is that going to still be a format that you use later on, like with them soul beats and them old schools?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's what I'm doing currently. Like that's
cool.
like every project that I got is structured. You know what I'm saying? It don't take me long. I really don't have to do no rapping because, like I said, I do a lyrical exercise. I make 5 songs a day, and I pick the best 10 at the end of the week, and I put the rest of that shit in the vault, and I just keep trying to going. I'm been back doing that now because it's just I be having so much in my brain to where I'm my worst enemy.
Yeah.
Because I'll write some dope shit that might be dope, and I'll be saying this shit trash.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's how you do it.
Yeah. If I can't dunk from the free throw line every time, I don't even want to do it.
And guess what's gonna happen when he finally dunk from the free throw line? He gonna try to see if he can dunk from
the half court.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go from the free throw line to the 3-point line to half court.
Yeah.
To jumping out the gym.
Straight up.
That's where it is.
That's what the greats do, man.
Yeah.
Killa Kyleon, man. Go ahead, Keystone.
I was gonna tell them where they can find you.
No question.
Man, you can find me at Killa Kyleon on Instagram, Kyleon run it, and you just Google me, baby. I'm right there.
Man, one of the greatest, man. Much love to you, my brother. Thanks for coming through, man. Another legend in the seat. And look, check this out. We didn't have a board when we first started doing this to get all the legends.
Oh yeah.
For. We finally got us a little makeshift board. So he gonna be the first one to sign the board. We gonna come back and get everybody else, but hey man, y'all follow my brother, man. Underground Dialogue Podcast, where the name speaks for itself, man. We catch y'all later on, man.
Run it.
What's up, man? It's your big brother, K. Reno. And check this out, man. The Underground Dialogue Podcast is offering advertising opportunities, man. You can promote your business. You can promote your video, your song, whatever it is that you have, man. Reach out to us if you're interested in promoting on the Underground Dialogue Podcast. All you got to do is email us at undergrounddialoguepodcast@gmail.com. Get it. And man, look, we got some merch that's gonna blow y'all mind. It's gonna blow y'all. When y'all see the merch, y'all gonna be wanting to just dive through the screen.
We got some coming for you, man. We building, man. We building. So watch that we grow.
Already.
I wonder if they ready. They ain't ready to have this conversation. Or these kind of conversations. But guess what? We gonna have them anyway. Underground dialogue. We gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are. Do we bow? No, not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. Underground dialogue. We gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are. Do we bow? No, not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. From the industry to the Oval Office, we expose the darkest motives of them all and disclose what the protocol is. Thinking and moving logical, stopping every maneuver possible, and apologizing for truth is not optional. We gon' help you with what you go through, reshape and mold you, and sweep over them weak lies they told you. If you living with no clue, we gon' deprogram the old you, and you get